So what is a value proposition? It's simply a way for you to put across your value so that it looms far larger than the cost of doing business. It's how we move from "no, I don't think so" to "yes, tell me more" when describing what you and your business do. The best value propositions are aimed at a specific segment, not aimed at the whole market. After all, you can't be all things to all people. The best value propositions speak directly to the listening of a customer about what's in it for me. We like to say all customers listen to WII-FM radio. That's all they listen to. What's in it for me? How do you find out what's in it for me? Well, you do research. 10 to 15 customer interviews, customers that are in the target market segment, and they will tell you what they want, what they need, how they want it, and so on. You want to begin to move your language from a seller's language to a buyer's language based on what you learned in this research. Again, it only takes 10 to 15 qualitative phone interviews, and you will begin to hear the same things repeated over and over in these calls. That's when you know you've landed on gold, and what you learn will amaze you. Exclusivity. Based on the research, you'll often learn to identify one or more things valued by the segment that you're talking to that customers think you and only you do. It is such a beautiful thing. Ultimately, you're answering one key question: why buy from you versus the alternatives? And we use this formula: value for V minus C for cost. We multiply that by resonance. How well is it heard? And that yields a net value perception on the part of the target. Well, we enhance resonance by being clear and credible, easy to understand, and there's proof for what we say. We enhance value by finding the most appealing aspects of what we do and finding the areas where it's most exclusive. Remember, appeal is divided by exclusivity, the degree of exclusivity. So if I've got something that's fabulous and I'm the only one that does it, that's incredibly powerful. But if there are a dozen others that do it just as well in the segment's eyes, it's not so much. I mitigate cost by focusing on the fact that I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about effort. And in many cases, effort to do business with me, effort to use what I've got, is more important than the actual money involved. In much simpler terms, it's when they see clearly what's in it for them, they believe what I say is true, they understand that they can't get this anywhere else, or certainly can't get it easily, then the price that they pay is much less than the value they get. They usually say something along the lines of, "We'll take it." On the flip side, if your message isn't clear, they don't believe what you say, then the resonance is very low, and therefore the net value is very low, maybe even zero. People often calculate this formula in the blink of an eye, and you need to know that when you put this all together. You can increase the resonance by making your message clear, by being direct, using simple language, keywords, avoid jargon, and use the exact words that your customer used in the interviews. They will hear those words so much better than any words you dream up. Clarity happens in other ways as well. Maximizing legibility for the written word. Tie to things that are already familiar. Be coherent. Make sure all the pieces of the puzzle fit together and there aren't things that are odd or seemingly unnatural in what you say. Use specificity. 15 minutes makes sense, sometimes doesn't. You can enhance resonance with proof. Use specifics, specialization, quantification. Use a high credibility source as a reference. Increase the perceived value by increasing the appeal. Appeal comes out of the degree to which whatever it is you're saying is important to the person hearing it. That the problem that you're addressing or the aspiration is urgent in their mind's eye. And that what you do is a fit for where they are. If you are in the radiology industry and you talk about river rafting, you're probably not going to be a fit. Remember, the appeal decreases every time your customer believes that he or she sees another viable option in the market to do exactly what you do. Exclusivity greatly enhances value, and you can frame up what you do in many cases so that it is exclusive. It is possible. And you frame it using time, geography, size, service, industry focus, affiliation function, and any one of dozens of other framing functions. You can reduce your perceived cost in many ways, but the biggest reduction that you can get is by making it easy, simple, and quick to do business with you. Here are the 6 steps in this process that if you follow these, you too can have a powerful, no, a killer value proposition that will make you money, make everything you do in marketing easier, and drive your sales straight north. Write down why you and not the alternatives. Identify in writing 5 claims of value. Then rate those 5 claims of value by their degree of appeal and exclusivity. Identify 2 to 3 proofs for the top 3 claims of value. Build a clear and credible argument in writing, including that proof, and then test with customers, prospects, and associates, and take the one that wins out to the market and make it earn its keep. We're the Albertson Performance Group. You can find us at APG7, and we can help you build a killer value proposition that gets yes and not no.